What identifies me most is being a craftsman. I think of myself as that before I think of being an artist per se.
He's a fourth-dimensional artist creating holograms with a Makita grinding tool on sheets of metal.
This one weighs about 28 pounds. And then when you turn it on, it becomes a gyroscope, so it takes on more weight. It's kind of like sketching with a chainsaw. I'm actually an oil painter, more by trade and in practice. To do this, working with metal and power tools, it's something that just sort of came out of happenstance and developed into its own entity. It does throw a lot of people off.
Erik got his new nickname of Sir Grinds Alive.
I think I've done close to 800 shows.
His theater degree plays in well when he's up there on stage and making it look like it's, you know, just a paintbrush.
All of the arts can come together. Art is like food, you know, sometimes you're hungry for something salty and sometimes you want something sweet. How does the act of the pictorial arts compete with rock and roll? I mean, the brushstroke. The surface that you're drawing on is such a personal and it's such a micro act. How do you share that? It's very entertaining. We've all, you know, flipped through cable television and come across Bob Ross, and then we fall into what I call the Bob Ross zone, where you just sit there and zone out for a little while. The sparks help amplify the gesture. It's almost like taking an acoustic instrument and amplifying it. Doing this in a nightclub, you receive a lot of different comments. Do the owners of the club know that you're doing this back here? You know.
Well, I thought it was really unique. You know, it's really nice to see somebody actually get something done right in front of your eyes.
And it's really cool to see somebody's process.
So different than anything I've ever been to.
It's such an honor to step out and hold someone's attention.
I was very impressed because just the reaction of the crowd once he started. It's the old moth attracted to the fire, I think, and you know, people can't help but look when they see sparks or flames or something.
Well, you see all sorts of response, like what's he's doing, or God, that guy's just throwing around an automotive grinder.
Construction workers coming up and say, oh, you know, I work with that right angle grinder all day at work. I could do that. Well, yeah, there you go.
Or, you know, I've had people hear him say, oh, that looks so effortless.
Some part of it's instinctual, intuitive, and then the mastery of the skill becomes a learned.
I've never seen somebody use this medium for art. Anybody who can come up with something new and different and appealing and kind of new to our senses, I mean, saw-sounding and art at the same time, is electric.
I really do get a hoot out of doing something that I really think that I'm probably the only person doing. It's a charge. For me, it's the one environment where art and music can stand and coexist side by side. As an artist, I don't believe in erasing. Life doesn't come with an eraser. You make a mark and then you digest that mark, and then all subsequent choices are made from that and built upon that.
Erik's very passionate about his work.
And what inspires me is just the act of doing it, actually. So what's next? I really don't know, but I'll tell you after I do it.